Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, team. Good evening, Julie, Roy, Nitish. Good evening, Ali. Good evening, Nakul. Chalo, very good to see it's 9:01 and the committed people are bang on time. Okay, so ready and hungry to learn. Good evening, Manikant. Good evening, Sri Raj. Okay, nice, nice. Good evening, good to see you. Good to see you all. Good evening, Balram. Guys, today's session is going to be a lot of things. So, chalo, without losing any of a minute, we will straight away get started. Okay. Uh, we will be making it a habit on a daily basis. We will do two things. Okay. Initially, as soon as the session starts, you'll spend 15 minutes to do the daily activities because that is going to be more important than learning anything new. Because the more we repeat the activities, it will become part of our life and we will start progressing naturally. Okay. And then remaining 45 minutes, we'll try to go towards the other things. Okay. So, and I am thinking that pattern should continue month on month. So even if let's say you already know the rest of the topics and content which we are doing, but I think only for the repetition of this habit, let's make it a practice. Okay, all throughout your life, daily 9 p.m. you will do these set of activities, and I think that's a very nice pattern to have. Okay. So let's build a lifestyle around it. Like when should we eat dinner? So for example, we have made this key. My dinner happens so trying since long, but just now, like 15 minutes before I completed my dinner. So I just make sure okay, before 9 p.m. itself dinner happens. So we get like solid 2 hours after food to have a sleep. So things like that. Okay. So you can also be doing stuff like that. So thoda planning say life will get more better. Okay. So chalo, straight away guys, we will move on with performing the daily activities. So let's go to the OneNote, everyone. Okay, fatafat. Everyone, let's go to the OneNote. And there are a lot of things which we will touch of productivity and high performance today, and we have to start living it. Okay. Neha is she's saying she's also done with the dinner. It's a very good thing, guys. Finish it early so that while you're going to sleep, the digestion process is also good, so you'll get more peaceful sleep. Okay. Fine. Everyone, chalo fatafat karte. The time right now is 9:04. So first of all, let's go to the gratitude and affirmation section. Mention today's date there, 16th of March. Write down 5 things which happened from today morning till right now, which you're thankful for in your life. Okay, let's go. Anything, appreciate something in your life today. You'll feel good about your day. Okay, ठीक है. I got my 5. Guys, देखो डेली करते हुए थोड़ा स्पीड करने का देखते हैं. So focus on that. How quickly we can do without missing the value of things. Okay, fine. So all those who are done with gratitude, move to the next one, success affirmation, and try to write all the 8 without any disturbance, and then let's see how it goes. Chalo, like 10 success affirmations. And don't try to look for yesterday's thing, what it is. Try to really think it from the mind. Nahi aa raha hai, so then in that case you go back. And feel the statements while you're writing it. So make your identity shift. So these statements, it's important to keep reminding yourself so that when actually these situations come, you deal with it because you have to given those commands to your mind. Okay, I face challenges. I am powerful. I am designed for success. I like myself. I face my fear. I overcome my fear. I am committed for my goal. So daily reminder will change the way you look at your life. So that's really required. Okay, so chalo. And these things take time. Okay, it's not a magic pill ke aaj khai kal effect, but if you repeat it, it's magical. And we already spoke about this key before going to interview, it acts like a very spark. Before taking anything challenging, you inject these things and feel that, and your motivation level, energy level will just spike up, and then you do your thing. Okay, many CEOs apply this before any like major decision making. Okay, ठीक है, I'm done with my 10. Once you guys are also done with the 2 activities, comment it in chat and then we'll move forward. Gratitude and 10 success affirmations. Okay, Badram is done. Very good, guys. Be in pace. Fatafat karte hain. Okay, Krishna done. Manikanta done. If you are not done with 10 affirmations, go back to yesterday what we did and from there find the missing one and then write it. Okay. After that, we'll quickly read, but do some effort from your side so you'll remember it nice. Okay, Ali is done. Rahul, Julie done. Sanjeevni done. Ashraf done. Very good. Niti is done. Guys, good. Be in pace, everyone. So hopefully all the 10 affirmations are done. Okay? So just quickly feel the statements. Responsibility of life. I am responsible for my life. Okay, I believe in myself. I am committed to achieve all my goals. Fear is just a feeling. I overcome it and I move forward. I like myself. Next, I'm a powerful force designed for success. Next, I face challenges and overcome it with ease. Next, I am a winner. I'm strong and I am powerful. Okay, so feel those emotions. Okay, fine. Now, quickly, guys, the third activity, correcting your trajectory, which is putting yourself towards your goal. So let's do the goal reminder activity. And guys, the point is, day one, you have set up a deadline. But if daily you are not making progress towards that deadline, you will already know that you are not going to meet it. That's the beautiful part of daily checkpoints. Okay, if you have done actions which you will take you towards your deadline, you know it. Otherwise, you will already know, okay, I have to change my actions. Otherwise, I will not meet it up. Because that's the power of daily reminders. So, chalo team, let's go back to our my daily goal section. Okay, my daily goal. First, write down today's date there, 16th March. Everybody be in pace. First, write down the goal statement. Deadline is important. Okay. And after the goal statement, write down the 3 whys, why this goal is important for you. So everyone, whoever is joined a bit late as well, so speed up, guys. We are performing the daily activities, so close on that part. Okay, 3 whys done for me. Next 3 pain points. What will happen if you don't achieve it? Okay, next 3 pleasure points. What will happen when you accomplish this goal? Just feel that you have already, in your mind, visualize that you have already achieved it, and then whatever you're going through, your emotions, you can write it down. Okay, I'm done with my goal activity as well. This is a quick reminder why this goal is important and things. Okay, everybody who is done with this. Hey, is the voice clear, guys? Can you hear me? Hello, is the voice clear? Okay, okay. Okay. Somebody said no voice, but Ankit, Krishna, Sanjeevni, and all are saying it's there. Okay, okay. Okay, team. Fine. स्वप्निल बोलता है yes boss, हाँ ठीक है स्वप्निल boss. Okay, team. Once you're done with the 3 activities, just confirm in the chat, and then we'll go to the next one. Let's give a few minutes for everybody. Manikanta is done. Guys, daily goal reminder. You can do this one small thing as well. We have made the goal measurable. So into bracket there, where you have written the goal statement, can you write the today's numeric value for that? So you will know what is the difference between today versus that day. It will help you. Okay, your goal is measurable. So if the number is, let's say, 100 and today it is like X, so you can actually write down the X value, so that will even motivate you. So try to get I think we should do this. Everybody, please, can you add it? Try to see what is the current number towards your goal number. And that will keep us nicely on focus. It could be your weight, it could be your package, it could be whatever count. So that will, like, at least in the mind, it will create a visual path. Okay, oh, right now we are here, this is the end date and we have to go here. So that will really work very psychological. And we already said, right, Neha? So like, it's like, just take your goal, put it into chat GPT, ask it, give me a corresponding smart goal. And if it is smart goal, M stands for measurable. So your goal should already be in measurable form. For example, if you're a job seeker, you might say every week I will be finishing, let's say, 2 new assignments or mini projects. So that becomes a target. 2 is that number of projects. Next, you might say every day I will apply or follow up with, let's say, 100 companies on Naukri, LinkedIn, and places. And then by the end of the day, you measure that number. Are you meeting that number? So some numeric value should come out. Okay, Kalpesh is saying, can we change all the pain points? Why? Yes, yes, yes. Like, whatever you feel right now, write that down. You can change everything, pain, pleasure. Don't stick with anything. So whatever comes to the mind, do that. Okay, so chalo guys. Now Balram is done, Neha is done. All the other members who are done, throw a few dones in the chat, and then we'll move to the next one. Rushali is saying, I'm not able to log into laptop. Oh, I would suggest please do that. So every day we will do this 9 to 9:15 some activity. Okay, chalo. At least this is done. Let's go to the next one as well. One more last activity within the next couple of minutes, daily review. So don't leave that, because that gives a chance for improvement on a daily basis. So everybody, chalo, go to the daily review. Because when you review, then only you know ki how is your life going. Okay, first 15th, 16th March. Okay, 4 questions you need to ask. I'll share my screen quickly, give those questions to you guys as well. So maintain this list of questions at your side, and just daily basis, you just need to apply that and things go good. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I'll paste it in the chat as well. Chalo. Okay, 100 members touch. So right now, whoever joined in late, we are doing the daily activities. So please close it. And within the next few minutes, we will start with the today's topic of productivity. But these habits are more important than learning anything new, because what you have learned, you need to absorb it into your life. Fine, these are the 4 questions. What did you do right today? Next, what did you do wrong? Next, are you satisfied with today? And what is the suggestion for tomorrow? So copy these questions. I'm pasting it in the chat. क्या बात है बीच में Shravan nicely keeps laughing. I think Shravan, you stay in hostel or somewhere क्या? आते जाते पब्लिक भी थोड़े मजे लेते रहती है श्रवण क्या भाई कुछ सीख रहा है. ठीक है, everybody perform these quick things. Let me do my part of activity as well. Mention today's date. So when you do this kind of lifestyle for next 1 month, you just need to scroll and you will know how the trajectory of your growth has been. Sitting and analyzing will become easy if you are capturing your day-to-day data points. So what did you do right today? Checklist, we will do it by the end of the session. Okay, okay, chalo. This activities also. It doesn't take more than 2-3 minutes if you are doing it daily. Once you habituate to it, it runs very fast. Okay, chalo. I'm done with my day review. There is one more technique which I'm experimenting right now. Once I get some proper results with it, after that I'll discuss it. It's around this tracking system itself. So, but first let me see the results of it. Once I analyze it properly, then we will discuss. Okay, how to accomplish more of the activities. Okay, like more secondary goals on the same day. It's more across time management and all these other things. Fine. And once you're done with this, guys, quickly confirm. Meanwhile, I'll get some water. Okay, therefore you will realize a lot of things. At least try putting efforts. Someone is saying in the chat ki I've set up a lot but not able to achieve. Still there are pending goals. So you will realize a lot about yourself. There could be case ki you are over planning for yourself, which you cannot even execute. So at least you should realize that. So for that, first you have to plan something, target something. And then maybe if you're over planning, then you have to reduce your plan and then spread your activities across the day. So keep readjusting, okay? But our aim is to best live our day. That's the key point here. So first start doing it and then study what's happening with you, what you're able to do, what you're not able to do, and then why are you not able to do. And then try to keep readjusting your plans, your daily schedules, your secondary stuff, and then know it कि when things are delayed, your results will be delayed. And then you have to prioritize what's more important versus what's less important. All that, it's a improvement process. Okay? Day one pe you will not have the right way, but that analysis cycle should start. And that's what you guys are doing. So analyze it. So what are you able, so this is what day by day you will start improving. So it's okay. You will not maybe do anything. That's also fine. But then you will realize that you're not able to do anything. So then you start thinking, oh, what are the top one thing or two thing that I want to mandatorily do tomorrow? फिर एक change start हो जाएगी guys. Okay. Okay, chalo. Many are done. I think we should pick up the topic. It's 9:22. Let me take a quick sips of water. Meanwhile, everybody, chalo, sort it out. Shenu, Nitish, Balram done. Sanjeevni done. Ankit done. Okay, Shanavas done, Neha done. Very good, very good. Ali done. Shekhar done, Mantu done. Okay, let me get some water. Everybody, if you can also drink few water, तो hydrated रहेंगे तो चलेगा brain, दिमाग काम करेगा. Ambuj done, Rahul done. Good, good. Keep optimizing, okay, guys. Keep studying your day by day. That's what. Once you start doing, it happens. Currently, it's raining. Huh? श्रीराज के घर पे बारिश हो रही है. Okay, 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 guys. So, chalo. Okay. Okay, let's get on, guys. So today's topic, very important. Okay, productivity. And just simple thing, guys. Dekho, productivity will give you more results in less time. Okay, but we need to do productivity. So guys, chalo, close it, and then start focusing here. Take a pause in your activity and start focusing because today's topic is really important. Okay, so dekho, if somebody can do some work in 5 days, if you can do the work in 3 days, it's a big achievement, right? Somebody able to do some work in 5 days versus you able to do in 3 days, that means you got 2 days extra in your life. Now it is up to you how to live these 2 days. That's what is productivity. If you are more productive, you will get results faster, you will move in your life quicker because you got extra time to do something valuable with that. Okay? So this is one you need to understand. That is where we need to be highly productive because you will get more time and this time you can use it in the best possible manner. That is one point. Second is key, productivity, you cannot do it at the stake of your health. Matlab, itna you should not push yourself ki you're getting wear and tear in your mind. So productivity should be with peace as well. It should not be like you should get fully mechanical and fully drained and exhausted by the end of the day and start impacting your food, your health. It should not go to that state. Okay? So we have to maintain this two balance when we understand productivity. Okay? Now, the third factor here is key. In the current times, there are two main enemies of productivity. We need to solve it. One is the level of distraction which is going around in the world. Second is the amount of laziness which is coming up. Okay, distraction ko bhi fight karna padega. You have to fight the laziness also. So chalo, let me share the screen one by one. We will start writing it. We'll start understanding. And today multiple areas we will be covering. Okay, so let me share the screen so that we can take a proper value and take these things to our learning today. Okay, so sharing the screen. Here it is. So everybody focus here one by one. Okay, so what we said, okay, getting more work done in less time. This is the first aim of productivity. Second, okay, no compromise this is where many people go wrong. They are like productive randomly, they start impacting their health. No compromise on health. Okay, peace of mind has to be accomplished. These are the two primary targets. So productivity with a nice state of mind. Okay, and then there are two primary factors you need to, okay, two factors to overcome. So that these are the two challenges of life which comes along with productivity. One is distraction. Okay, so people get more distracted. We need to solve that problem. And second one is laziness. Like you don't feel like doing. So laziness, where it converts into procrastination, negativity, and you want to do a lot of things, you're not able to do anything. So these are the two major factors which we need to handle. Okay, and there are 4 stages, okay, which you need to understand in order to be highly productive in life. After a lot of analysis, lot of things applying on myself, then I am telling this. And they go, what I personally feel is, if any one of the pillar you are not doing, it will impact your entire productivity cycle. So fully understand it and fully implement it. I know right from day one, it will not become 100% possible, but at least in the next 2 weeks of time, try to change your lifestyle to live in a productive manner. Okay, but it's eventually achievable. Okay, so there are 4 stages for top end productivity, and everything is like a cycle. If you miss any of the stage, it's all having value. Some stages you might not be able to even understand ke kyun ho raha hai, but it is a part of a big puzzle, so you have to achieve it. Okay, 4 stages, all 4 important. चलो एक एक करके focus करते हैं. ठीक है, stage 1. Stage 1 is simple. Eliminate. How to do it, we'll understand. Eliminate or overcome distraction and laziness and build focus. And laziness and enhance focus. And this is required at whatever work you do. Okay, enhance focus. That's 1. Okay. Stage 2. Okay, making okay, the way you start your day for productive and result oriented momentum. Okay, so once you know the technique of how to not get distracted, not feel lazy, it is work. It will not happen by itself. We will understand how. And then it's like, how do you use this momentum right from the moment you start your day? Right from that time, how does that impact your life and how the rest of the day will continue based upon the way you start your morning? So that is important. The way you start your day is very important for getting productive results. So that is stage 2. You need to fix the way you start your mornings. Otherwise, full day pe problem aane lagegi. That's how it works. Okay. Okay. Next, stage 3. Okay. How do you live your day? And stage 4, knowing and applying the right productivity techniques. Okay. Now, simple. So, pehle just read this one. I would suggest write it down. 4 stages. Write it down, everyone. 4 stages for high-end productivity. Stage 1, you have to work on overcoming distraction, laziness. Stage 2, how do you start your day? Because the way you start, that enters into the rest of the day habit. Stage 3, how exactly you live your full day. Okay. And stage 4, what techniques you know and apply of productivity on a day-to-day basis in your life. And everything is a checklist. You have to work on each of this area. And I have personally seen those who don't work on any one of the area, they start feeling impacted in rest of the areas also. So all the 4 are equally important. Okay. So now we will be understanding one by one on all of these areas. Okay, so guys, written, put a few dones in the chat. Okay, okay, chalo, let's go. Okay, so fatafat karte, we have 30 minutes for the session. We will try to make it properly on time. Now, first topic, overcoming distraction and laziness. I am stopping the screen share so that we can nicely focus. So face पे देखोगे तो intensity दिखेगी. Okay, distraction हटाना है. Okay. देखो guys, simple है. Let's understand things practically. Okay. When we say distraction and when we say laziness, these two factors impact on our mind and the body. You're distracted, matlab the mind is not able to focus on one thing. It is doing a lot of other things. While the mind is focused on solving one problem, something else comes in mind, and maybe you don't do the current thing properly. You leave it, you go to something else, and then to something else. So the mind is not able to stay at one task for a long time. So that means distraction problem is okay, you're doing one thing, but the mind keeps jumping here and there, and one shot it's not able to focus 100%. So that is the mental thing which we have to fix. How to enhance the stability of the mind on the task which you're doing. So that is the problem of distraction. Let's say you're doing some work, notifications, this, that, people calling you, people taking you away, or all of a sudden in your mind you get a lot of thousand other thoughts and you start moving in that direction. And then you realize that my current work is also pending. Nothing but distraction solving or focus enhancement is fixing your mental thought process and stability on concentrating on item. That is one. So mental, you have to work for overcoming distraction. Second is laziness. Laziness could be in your mind, and majority of it is in your physical body state. Okay, you don't feel like doing it. Sofa pe pade, you're lying on the bed and you're just chill there itself. You don't feel like going and now doing something, and then very lazily you wake up and then go to the laptop, try to do it, and you work for like maybe 10 minutes, and then you feel no, now I want break back again. Nothing but your body is not supporting you to work in a focused manner. You feel a lot of laziness to do anything. And these two things are problematic. If you want results in life, you need to be more focused, and your energy levels of your body should be high. You cannot be so chilled ki just letting your life pass by in front of you, lying on the sofa and not feeling like doing anything, because you're just wasting time. So if you want to have great productivity, your mind should be more focused. Your body should have the right energy to do things. If you don't have these two things, guys, all the techniques which we have learned so far in the system, this full 1.5 week, you will not be able to follow anything of it, because the body is not supporting you to do actions, and mentally you're switching so much of context. So anything else will become waste. So no technique will work if these two things are problematic. Okay? So now just understand, if we want to overcome distraction and laziness, so it's a step-by-step thing which we can approach, but we need to change our mind and we need to change our body patterns, and we need to train our mind to be more focused, and we need to train our body to be more energetic, so that you do things with nice aggression, not with lazy lifestyle. Because when you are lazy, your mind and the body will not work 100% efficient. Ideas will not come like that. Okay, if you're just sleeping on bed now, your brain will be half tired, half relaxed, and with that lack of sharpness, it will not happen. Okay, now the thing is, how do you build focus and this kind of overcome this distraction, and how do you do these things? Okay, now the thing is, they're pretty simple. First, just understand what has happened. Whatever activity you repeat, you train your mind and the body on that. You are responsible for your own failure. You are responsible for your own success. Understand that. Okay, the more reels you watch on social media, it is training your brain every single day to switch context. Just know it. You are looking one video, you watch it for 10 seconds, switch, 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 switch. Nothing but the brain learns how to keep switching things and not sticking to one thing for a long time. So unknowingly, the current society is training themselves to switch context. So let's say every single day for 2-3 hours, you keep switching context. The mind learns that switching context, and then you go to work and say, for 2 hours, I have to focus on one thing. For 2 hours, you trained your mind to switch context, and now you're saying, be focused. The mind doesn't support you. So you have to reduce whatever you train yourself, they will become good in that. So the first problem here of distraction, which is mental, is context switching. And when you're switching this context with reels or anything short period, if you're not able to focus on one thing for a long time, basically you're training your mind to switch. And it is a simple gadget now, the reels or anything that you watch on social media, switch, switch, switch. The brain gets trained to jump from one context to another. And that's the reason, even if you try to sit and do things at work, the brain still keeps wandering here and there because you have trained your mind to switch context. And that's the problem. Okay, so chalo, let me share the screen. Let's stick with that. First, you have the understanding why this is happening, and then you can overcome it. The root cause janna is very important. Okay, so chalo everyone. Okay, so the primary cause of distraction. Okay, you can say distraction is a mind game. Okay, primary cause is, okay, constantly switching context. Okay, the more reels, shorts, whatever, short videos basically. That is one thing. Why am I picking that? Because majority of the people are spending a lot of time in this one. The more shorts, reels you keep switching, the more mind jumps from one thing to another. We are losing that ability to sit at one place and focus on one thing. Then when we try to do some focused work, mind doesn't stay in one place. Mind wanders around. Now you need to understand, first, you made your mind to change. And then when it comes to work, the mind says, I know how to change. So it just quickly changes. And then what happens? It is trained for that changing. Now, even if, let's say, somebody calls you or just talks something to you, the mind very smartly switches context fully because it has become so much good in switching context. Okay, so the solution here is reduce this amount of context switching that you do with your mind. Whatever you're doing, try to be more present there. Okay, to reduce these reels consumptions, reduce it. Okay, if you're doing it for a long time, bring it down, because dekho, nobody can save you if your mind and the body works against you. Only you can protect yourself by fixing them. Okay, and now let me tell you, it's very much possible for human being to change. There are I have heard about, there are ashrams, okay, where they recruit people and they just, like, for 2 months or 3 months programs. First thing what they do is they keep their phones completely aside. They don't allow any kind of connection to the real world. And then those programs run for 2 months, 3 months, where they completely brainwash the mind and the body, habits, food, lifestyle, everything. And then banda renew, okay, wapas se comes to the society. And they charge like 50,000 or something for that. But it works. That means it's possible that our mind and the body can be trained again to be back focused also. But you have to make that decisions and be strong with yourself. Because if you are not doing it, life will get more problematic for you. Okay, so that is the first thing. So distraction is a mind game. Context switching, okay, if you're doing more, it is going to cause problem. Two techniques to overcome. Okay, watch less reels or context switching activities. Abhi kaise karungi? Figure that out. But that's the solution, because train your brain to be at one thing for a long time, focus will automatically grow. If you train it to switch, it will never support you when you want it to focus also, because you are training. This is one. Now the second thing which enhances focus is simple: meditation and mindfulness practice. Okay, you study the successful people, CEOs. I'm not talking about babas and gurus. I'm talking about CEOs, professional people. They say every day before going to work, challenging work, they say we give at least 15 minutes of time to do some nice breathing, get our mind composed, get it more stable. So your brain becomes more healthy and more in the present moment by the simple practice of meditation and mindfulness. And that is the reason we are doing it every day in the morning as well, at least for 20 minutes. Every day we do 30 minutes. We do breathing, we do meditation. So that's a training of the mind. It's a mental exercise to be more focused. So every day 6:30 we do it, Monday to Friday. If you want to join along with us, because we know the value of that. Mentally, it helps us to be more in the game. Okay? So these two techniques, simple. At least you start with these. Further, we will figure out more. But start with something, okay, from today onwards itself. Stop consuming reels too much. Maybe 15 minutes is more than enough for the whole day. Reserve that time when you want to do it, but don't keep playing around all throughout the day with social media. Next post, next reel, next post, next reel, because that is training your mind to keep changing context, and that's a problem. Okay? Next, second state, start doing some breathing and meditation practices. It will help your brain to be more focused. Simple two things, we want to bring it into our lifestyle. Okay? Fine. Now let's understand laziness. Okay? Dekho. This is a complete choice. But once you start doing it, it starts backfiring on you. Okay? For example, and I think COVID time was the worst phase where people were not able to take care of themselves in terms of laziness. Okay? For example, before COVID, if you want to go to class for doing any training, if you're a student going to class, college, or wherever for trainings, you will actually move out of your home, go there, sit on the chair, make some notes, nothing but your body was naturally engaged into active lifestyle. Okay? All the working professionals every day in the morning, taking a nice shower, having lunch, breakfast, going to office, working there, the lifestyle was active. Because of COVID and remote nature, all of that stopped. Okay, and everybody started being at home, and the work or the training was just one laptop login away. And unfortunately, many people did not use it properly. They were on the bed listening to stuff. They were sleeping on sofa and doing their office work. They were relaxing and doing it. Nothing but unfortunately, almost 90% of the people, okay, trained themselves to be lazy in for 1.5 years. एक active lifestyle से lazy lifestyle हो गया. And then what is happening? You might not even be listening to what is happening for the courses and all. And unfortunately, if you have trained your body for like that for 1.5 years, now even if you try to do something else, the body still feels, no, let me sleep nicely. And unfortunately, and now this is where it gets real, guys. While we are doing these sessions also, I know that behind the camera, there will be people not sitting straight, not awake and active. People will be still sleeping, listening just on headphone, thoda sa aaram karte, baat kar rahe. What you are doing, you're still continuing in that state of lazy body, where your mind is not focused on one thing, and bodily you are not like upright sitting in an attention. Unfortunately, people are still training themselves to be lazy. And just saying, okay, I want to overcome laziness will not do it when you're living a lifestyle which is broken in laziness. And that's the truth. Whether you like it or not, that doesn't change the truth. Okay, so right now, if you are not sitting upright with focused attention on a table or a chair or somewhere in a zone where you're only focused on this, if you're not doing that, that means you're again training yourself to be distracted, to be lazy by just lying on the sofa, having the phone with you, not making notes in time. You are training yourself for that. And they go, when you're done that so much time, every single day of your life, you cannot be in the different state. So I want you to understand, you yourself is causing trouble for your own self in life, and you are enough to fail yourself. And guys, let me tell you, with laziness and distraction, no other technique will work for you. The problems multiply होते चलेंगे life. You need to understand, you need to change yourself first in order to get success. Okay. Now, how do you overcome laziness? Simple है guys, हो जाता है. It's possible to train a human being anything, and you should do that for yourself. We can only tell how, but you have to do it. And how it is? Every day, at least, whenever you're going to work, and whenever you are, let's say, attending this 9 to 10 session, go wash your face up nicely. If required, change your clothes, sit in a place in a proper upright position, table and a chair. And that's where I say, come on video so that that level of seriousness stays. Like Balram is there, Shravan is there, Mantu is there, to that focus. I'm only listening this, I'm only doing this. So that state is an active state of the body rather than lying on sofa and just sitting like that. Okay. And then when you're more active, the body learns to be active. Otherwise, what will happen if you have kept sleeping for a long time? You stand up, you do 10 minutes job, your body says, let me relax again. It happens naturally for many people. You do 15 minutes of work and you feel like, Are, thoda ek jhapki leke aate. Why that has happened? Because whatever you repeat, your body memorizes and your mind also memorizes that. So if you are repeating distraction daily, mental context switching daily, the mind memorizes that pattern. And if you're just relaxing lazily for a long time, the body remembers that pattern. And whenever you try to change it, they don't allow you to change. And that's where you feel like chilling out, relaxing, and context switching because you're training that everything day to yourself. Understanding? So we need to change our state of the mind and the body. So, right, the solution is, let me write it down, the solution. Right from today onwards, bring this change into your life. Okay. Whatever focused work, and guys, it's not required for anybody. तुम्हारे manager का कुछ नहीं जाएगा if you just lie lazily. Some of project का काम तो हो ही जाएगा, but your life will be messed up very bad. If let's say you are doing some training like this kind of program, I will not lose anything, but you will not be able to gain much from this because your mind is half relaxed. It's not focused. So always the losing side will be you if you don't overcome this attitude of yours. Samjho, it's very devastating. Okay. And whatever focused work you are doing, okay, change your body state to be more active. Okay. Simple, चीजें simple होती है, it's easy to do. Wash face, change clothes, sit upright on table, chair, and be focused. Start doing this. If let's say you're doing office work, do that. Acha hua, I really feel good that offices are calling people back because that will eventually make people more active. Otherwise, बहुत problem होने लगेंगे. But you should do it even if when nobody is watching you. Okay? So wash faces, change clothes, sit upright, be in that focus attention. Automatically, your body will learn to be available. And if you do this, automatically active lifestyle will happen. Okay? Simple cheeses hai, but it has to be done in repetition. The way you repeated distraction and laziness over a period of 1.5 years, like that, you have to repeat the reverse improvement process for a long time. Then your life will change. Now you should already know what your future is going to look like. You should know that what will happen in your future. That's very important. Okay. Chalo, fine. This is all well and said. So that is stage one. Simple technique. You need to change. You need to reduce real consumptions, improve on your meditation and mindfulness practices so that the mind stays in the present thing what you're doing. Okay. Next, laziness ke liye, you just try to get into a proper zone where more energy levels are there and not sleeping and relaxing while you work or while you learn something new. If you want to relax, uske liye relaxing time kar lo. But when you're at work or focused work, doing some practicals and anything, you should be upright and in the zone, focusing on that. That is simple, stage one. Okay. Now, so guys, understood? Whoever understood, just comment it in chat. Thoda, at least, yes. Okay. Yeah. So try to be active. Type it. Zone banega. Okay. Yes. Very good. Okay. Okay. Nice. Now let's go to the second one. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. Now let's go to the second one, okay, which is the way you start your day. Guys, all the four stages are important. Sirf ek karke don't feel ke everything is sorted out. Okay, all four stages are important. After a lot of analysis, I am concluding this and want to share, and then you experiment further on top. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel ke all these things are important. But you make your own decision because it's your life. If you feel something more is required, add. If you feel something here, you can already like eliminate. It's your choice. But let me say what I realized after lot of exploring. Okay, let me come on video for some moment. After a lot of exploring, what I realized is and studying, reading successful people, CEOs and all, they all say ki, okay, how human being works is a piece of momentum. Okay, one good thing will result in another good thing, or one bad thing will result in another bad thing. Let me explain it simple. A very successful person ko somebody asked a question, tell me one habit, simple habit, if I do that my life will become successful. And that person, he was aged, he said ki start every single day by making your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, bed ko neat kar do, tidy kar do, and you will become successful. And they ask ki simple bed making say how can we become successful? And then this concept comes. When you make bed every day in the morning, to the mind, it is an instruction that I completed one task successfully. Rather than messed up bed, an organized bed is a clean check mark. I did one task successfully. And then comes this human psychology. When you do one thing successfully, then you feel like doing the next thing also successfully. And then the momentum starts building. One successful activity leads to another successful activity, leads to another successful activity. And that's where I read somebody else, where people say ki everything impacts everything else. Okay, everything impacts everything else. That means if you do one wrong thing in your life, okay, let's say distraction wala cheez, and if you keep repeating that, slowly it is going to impact other areas of your life also. If you're doing bad habits, it will impact other areas of your life also. Everything impacts everything else. Similarly, this morning thing, when you wake up in the morning and then you make your bed, that is a first checkpoint done. Next, whatever next you do, internally you feel good about yourself and you will be like, oh, now let me go for a jog. Now let me go in the sun in the morning. Now let me do a workout in the morning. A momentum starts building up. That is where every day in the morning, you need to build this momentum. Start your day with a peace in your heart, a smile on your face. Do some meditation, mix bed, drink some nice water, go walk in sun, listen to something inspirational. Okay, listen to something motivational in the morning. Plan your day. Okay, do some exercise, take a cold shower, have a nice healthy breakfast. Now what is happening is if these becomes your sequence of activities in the morning, then your brain and the body is in a state of energy. You're not lazily lying in the bed and snoozing alarms and just pushing yourself out of the bed and like, now let me go to the work. That's a negative momentum of the day. And with that lazy and negative momentum of the day, pure din mein whatever problem comes, you will have that negative tone of life. Very important things. The way you start your day, that builds up the momentum which will run all throughout the day. So if you're starting it with a negative note, full day mein when small problems also coming, the brain is like, what to do, how to solve. But if you build a success momentum, one good habit, make the bed, drink some water, walk in sun, read to something inspirational, read an audio book, do some exercise, take a cold shower. A healthy momentum, if you build during the morning, your body and the mind state will be, give me challenge, I want to solve it. You will not feel like sitting back and staying worried of what will happen today, but you will be in a front foot doing aggressive work. Let me fix my problem. That is very important for success, because you don't just do it things in the moment. You need to utilize this power of momentum which a human being has. Small successful habits you repeat and you will become so much powerful. Guys, let me tell you, I followed this routine for a very long time in my life. And when I used to go at work, my brain was at its full peak performance. My body was full on with energy because of this morning routine. And then what happens, guys? My attitude changes. Okay, give me challenge. My mindset becomes, okay, I want to face challenge because it's ready to war basically. How can challenge be so problematic? Let me fix it. Let me deal with it. And then that triggers you to take challenge, to face it, to crack it, to solve it. But if you start your day lazily, small problems will become, fear will start coming. You will become scared. You will become nervous. What to do? How to solve? And then that starts adding more problems because with that attitude, you will not be able to solve. So I just want to tell you with this simple talk which we did, build a successful momentum for your life every single day in the morning. People don't know or might overlook the importance of this. But if you start your day in a bad note, everything will go bad in your day. But if you start your day on a good note, you will feel amazing. And I think you should experience it. This is not something which can be made realize. You need to live your day differently. Start your day an amazing note. Go out, do a like 2K run in the morning, and you will feel full day. You are like, "Arey, maza aa gaya." Just with that 2K jog in the morning in sun, listening to something motivational, and that energy level is high. And full day, you will feel like, wow, today was a great day. Why that happens? It's small thing, but anybody can do it, and you should build it as part of your lifestyle, not a one-time thing, but a lifestyle. So, okay. Now let me share the screen and show you these set of activities which you should perform every single day. I know that day one pe sab kuch nahi honga, but start building. And guys, देखो, productivity of the day will come, but initial kickoff should be very great. It's like, पहले like अभी I am not watching recent cricket, but old time में सचिन सहवाग जाके opening धूम धड़ाका करके आते थे, team निकल लेती थी. So if you start your day with a bang, rest of the day will take care of itself. But if the opener batsman does not perform, full day will be under pressure. So you have to lock your morning 1-2 hours very properly. It's needed. Okay, chalo. So let's share the screen. What are the activities you should do every single day in the morning? So I would say second is build a successful momentum in your day. It's very important. It's not optional. This will result whether you'll have a successful day. Okay, fine. Now how do you do it? Okay, first I would say write it down, guys. Even though I will share these notes, but if you write, you are engaging yourself. Okay, if you write, you are engaging yourself. Okay, so first step is try to take 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day. If you take less, it gets into problem. 7 to 8 hours. 7 also, if you start habituating to 7, it is good enough. Okay, so 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day, that has to happen. Now you figure out how you will be doing it. We are doing morning at 6:30. That means 11 baje se so gaye, so you definitely get your 7 hours. Okay, so morning 7 to 8 hours every night you need to have the sleep. Next, daily meditation and mindfulness practice, because we said it helps in focus. Okay, mindfulness practice, write it down. Okay, third, daily exposure to sun. It's required for a human being to go out in the morning sun, fresh air, green environment, nice soil. Doctors recommend it when people get this mental health problems. They recommend ki bhai, go stay in nature, walk every day in the morning. Your body internal system works proper if you're in nature. So make that as part of lifestyle. At least for some time, it's required. It's like not optional. If you want high levels of energy, these things are required. We are created to be in nature. Okay, so daily exposure of sun and nature every day in the morning, make it a lifestyle. Okay, next, daily some exercise. This will all build up a good momentum routine. Okay, next, taking cold shower every day. I went through some very stressful times in my life, and then I realized if you take a cold shower, your body electrifies, the stress goes away, the energy level comes up. Try this tomorrow. Okay, how do I do it is, I'll just share you how my shower routine is. I start with warm water. Start with warm, nice water. So body temperature आराम से धीरे से adapt होता है. And second tip, start from your legs, not from your head. ठीक है, अचानक से temperature in the brain if it is changed, problem होता है. So try to first adapt to your body, that warm water or cold water, and then go to your brain. The head should be the last thing which you wash with water. Okay, so start with your legs and let your body actually adapt to this new change in temperature. But what I do is, whenever I'm finishing my shower, at least for last 1 minute, I make it cold water. And then it just jumps up something. Okay, every cell of your body is like, chalo, chalo, let's take on. And with the warm water, you feel like, अरे मजा आ गया नहा के, and now let me become as peaceful. Like, और वो ठंडा हो जाता है body. So this is the routine. I would say morning time electrify. If you're taking shower at night, yeah, थोड़ा सा warm water लो, you will get peaceful sleep. But I think this is magical. Small changes, but drastic improvements in life. So ठीक है? So everybody try to take a cold shower in the morning. And now this is a few important things. Okay, listen to something motivational. Some motivation, inspiration. I think every single day you should consume some thoughts from the world leaders, maybe via podcast or something on social media or YouTube. Listen to some powerful words. Okay, it's an amazing day, let's make it rocking. With that, a belief system will trigger. And then I would even suggest, if you have more time in the morning, start reading some books, audiobooks maybe, and you can mix it while you're doing exercise. साथ में audiobooks कर लो. The brain gets more ideas, and ideas is like, knowledge is food for the mind. So give that food for the mind, your ideas, creativity, and all that will grow. And I think this is how you should start every single day. Okay, and if you start like this, you will feel कि सारा दिन मजेदार जाएगा. You will feel more energetic, more problem solver, and everything will be so happy. That's how is your stage 2. The way you start your day is important for what you will be doing during the day for success. Okay, be with me guys. थोड़ा सा focus बढ़ाओ यहाँ पे, ठीक है? Now next, we'll continue for 10 more minutes. I want to touch all these because break में करेंगे तो problem हो जाएगी, ठीक है? Now let's go to the. Okay, let me give the attendance, because if somebody is saying, okay, no, I want to close it, so let me give you the attendance, but we will cover the next 2 stages also. Okay, so let me stop the screen share. Because these are few things I don't want to rush. And if we break this topic into smaller pieces, it becomes like kal bhi fir pending reh jayega. Okay, and tomorrow is going to happen differently. So tomorrow is going to be a masterminding session. So I'll just, okay, एक second, where is current batch? Here it is. Okay, now before marking the attendance, guys, few important things. There are some differences you need to do. Okay, fine. So don't straight away mark it. First, I'll explain you a few things, what will happen tomorrow, and then you mark your attendance. Okay, now this is important. Let me go back to the OneNote notepad. Okay, guys, tomorrow session is going to be different. So we will not be connecting on this Zoom live tomorrow. Okay, and the reason for that is we want to give time for masterminding. Okay, now what exactly mastermind? So today in the attendance, so we are going to create a group of 3 people. And these 3 people tomorrow, you guys internally connect on wherever you want. Okay, on let's say Zoom or WhatsApp call. But a group of 3 people, again, I'm keeping it optional. So whoever wants to say yes and join the group, they do it. So I don't want to force, but if you join, you will get to know new people. Okay, you will get to know. And what are we going to do there? Basically, whatever, like, okay, first, know new people. Second is, if you have any concern which needs discussion or suggestion, okay, every person will get a 10-minute slot. So maintain it ke 10 minute ke liye all the 3 people will get 10 minutes slot each. By that way 30 minutes ka slot rahega, where you put your problem in front of the remaining 2 guys and all the other 2 work towards solving that problem. And as soon as 10 minutes are done, somebody else comes on that hot seat. He places the problem, and then together you guys try to solve the problem. And then next 10 minutes for the third person. By that, with 30 minutes, you can have nice discussion. If you feel like extending, it's up to you. Now, I personally feel this technique is called as masterminding technique, and it was given in the book Think and Grow Rich. When more than one brains are trying to solve one problem, actually more creativity comes up. This is the basic concept about it. So I think rather than you keeping your pain and problems to yourself, this is a group. I think we all can support each other in order to solve each other's problem. And rather than only you battling with your problem, if there are 2 more people guiding, at least some hope will come, something will come out of this conversation. And we did this in the last batch, and people felt really nice value with that. So, okay, as part of today's attendance, I am introducing a flag called Add Me to the Mastermind Group, which is having a value yes or a no. Okay? So accordingly, you say that, and then if you are really going to join tomorrow, then only say, because otherwise, because of you, your group members will suffer. So if you don't want to join in, just mark it no, so I will not add you to the group. But if you are saying yes, please definitely join tomorrow. And then on WhatsApp, I will share you the details of who your 3 group members are with their WhatsApp numbers, so that you can connect with them and then take it forward. Okay, so that is one important thing. So tomorrow you will connect internally, and I would highly recommend ki connect karo yaar. You will know new people, and life experiences and meeting people is a very good thing. Okay, this is one. Now the second thing for today's attendance is, okay, ask your most burning problem or query. So in the attendance, we have one field key. Feel free to share anything, right? Feel free to share thoughts. Now ask one major, your more, be it career related problem, life related problem, the most burning problem of your life. Okay. And we will make sure that all the people who have raised their main problem, in the next week, we will be solving it, discussing some solution about it. I'll prepare my next week from that perspective. Plus, yes, it is going to have corporate topics of a lot of working professionals, job seekers on how to do all that and how to manage and get the job in the current times. We will discuss about all that in the next week. But your major problem also, whatever is there, we will even discuss on those. Okay. So just add this in answer. So accordingly, over this weekend, I will prepare my full week in a manner that we can balance everything properly. Full 5 days we will justify. So these 2 things, please do it today. So it will act like an input for the next week. Okay. So sharing you the attendance now. Okay. Chalo, let me go. Copy attendance link. So again, reminding, don't just do a submit, please fill it up. Okay, code for today is, and we will do random group allocation, guys. Okay, random group allocation. So no many people. Be bold to connect with anybody. 7777. Okay, the more people you know, the better exposure you will get of life. Okay. Okay, chalo, just mark these 2. I think it's already like what, 10:10 today. So even though we had 2 more topics to continue, but what do you say? Okay, let's take a quick vote whether we should continue the session till 10:30 today or we should wind up. जनता के choice पे करते हैं, ठीक है? Okay, let me just put it here. Okay, just give a minute. Okay, just mark your attendance, mark your opinion. Should we continue till 10:30 or stop? थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे डाल दो and उसके बाद we will see. Okay, just mark it here, guys. Yes or no. थोड़ा सा इधर क्विक कर दो ताकि जनता की आवाज लेते. Already in the chat people are saying yes, but एक बार just confirm it so that we'll listen to all the voices. देखा there are 29% जो no भी बोल रहे, but there are 71% yes. So please few more people mark it. So accordingly we will just plan it. We want to just touch the 2 more stages also. Okay, now 78% is yes. Take 1 more minute, guys. Whoever wants their voices to be heard, just say a yes or a no there. Or 81%. सही है, तो yes वाली public ज़्यादा है. So this is what happens, guys. Voting के time पे, that is where voting is important. If you don't vote, so your voice will not be heard, and the nation wants you to take an opinion about something. Okay, so please vote everyone, in this also and in the government elections also. ठीक है, चलो 83% people are saying yes. So let's continue. Okay, we'll just finish it by 10:30 maximum. Okay, so chalo, mark your attendance, and you have voted. 84% is saying yes, and so we will like to continue for 10 more, like till 10:30. If you want, take a quick water. थोड़ा सा उठ जाओ जगह से, guys. थोड़ा stretch कर लो. Seriously, थोड़ा wake up, stand up from the place, everyone. थोड़ा सा just jumping कुछ कर लो. Okay, just feel good. अरे उठ जाओ थोड़ा सा, just do some shifting, drink some water, energize yourself, and we will touch the final 2 topics. It will happen fatak se, guys. Okay, just give a few minutes. Very good. So good to see your energy for continuing. 2 more topics है, साथ में करते फटाफट हो जाएगा. Okay, 85% people are saying yes. Awesome. So that shows, that gives me the energy. ठीक है, चलो let's go then. Okay, here we are. I'm back again sharing my screen, and let's go to the notepad for the remaining of the topic. So right from tomorrow, now you see how you should implement this in your life. Okay, so today's topic is going to really give you a structure of thinking and actions, and then एक एक करके इसको start bringing it into your life. Okay, chalo. So this is the stage number 2. Now comes the stage number 3 and 4. I mean, these 2 things are pretty easy. Okay, how do you live your day? That is stage number 3. How do you live your day? And for stage number 4 आता, knowing and applying the right productivity techniques. Okay, but everything is important, so don't miss any of that. Okay, okay, there you go. Simple. Now, how you should live your full day? I'll just give you a quick template. Let's understand it. Okay. First of all, you need to have every day planned. So we already said there is day planning. We have not yet actively done it for even one time, but we need to do that, and which we will be doing, let's say, right from Monday onwards. So speed up kar denge. So day planning. So you need to already know the list of tasks which you want to work upon today. The top 5 tasks or 7 tasks, it's up to you. But every day, somebody said this, ki, don't start your day if you don't know what output you want out of your day. Okay, so it's very important. Take at least 10 minutes of time or 5 minutes of time to plan what is the important task you want to do today, and accordingly you plan your life. So every day in the morning you should have a day planning. Okay, and next, now, so there is a simple system of Pomodoro. It's a very proven system. Okay, try to execute Pomodoro during the day. Pomodoro system of productivity during the day. Okay, I'll quickly share you a link. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again. Now, it is an online tracker देखो थोड़ा customization is required for Pomodoro. This is what I learned from my regular experience of Pomodoro. As it is, the technique does not work, or it works to a certain extent, but उसमें थोड़ा सा modification is required because some human behavior element also comes in place. So I'll just share that. But देखो, basically this is a website, pomodorotracker.com. Okay, and please I will add it to the notepad as well. So in the notes it will be available. Now what it says is कि you need to work by having breaks in your life. Okay, don't sit in one shot and work for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then completely get drained out. It says ki mix two things: breaks. So focused work should be there, break should be there. Focused work should be there, break should be there. While you are also in office, work like this only. Do focus work, then take a break, go down for some tea, chai, just relax, refresh, come back, and then again work for focused work. So it has to work. Your full day should be arranged in intensity of high work, relaxation, high work, relaxation. That's how human calm mind will work more sharply. So breaks has to become a part of your entire day. And then this guy created a Pomodoro system for doing it. Okay. Now, how does this system work? It's simple, explained like this. Okay. So simple. How does system work is start up. Okay. It says work for 25 minutes. Okay. It says start a Pomodoro timer. Yahan pe you will see a 25 minutes timer. You click on the start button. A countdown starts happening. So it says start the Pomodoro timer, and then for the next 25 minutes, work in a focused manner on this item. Okay, so that's what is the second. Work until the Pomodoro rings, and after that it says take a short break. Okay, so guys, you need to understand this simple technique is coming. However, okay, the basic model is focused work, then taking break, then focused work, and then taking break. And then they came to some conclusion key it should be 25 minutes of focused work, and then break time should be 5 minutes, and then 25 minutes of focused work, and then break time should be 5 minutes. Okay, this is how they came to a conclusion. Okay, but now there are some issues with that which might happen. Okay, because there are some other CEOs and some other techniques which say ki yes, break is needed, but there is no particular measure ki after 25 minutes also, because you might still stay more focused, but maybe around 45 minutes to 1 hour mein break lagega. Okay, so now there are some other techniques which are saying ki it's not required ki as soon as 25 minutes happen you just leave your place. Because guys, dekho, in my personal work life, like we have done very complicated projects in the IT industry. There are cases where एक घंटा क्या 3 घंटा भी एक shot में बैठ के we have done the work, and it happens very productivity without losing any of the time. So that also works. That means somehow human system में ये capability भी है कि to go 2-3 hours, get the work done, and then take some break. But then what happens if you do long hours of working? By the end of the day, you feel very much exhausted. You feel कि दिमाग पूरा खाली हो गया है, headache might start happening, and you feel like अभी और नहीं break चाहिए. So don't push your body to that level. That is where people say try to take breaks. And then Pomodoro system is saying take a 25 minutes ke baad break, versus there are other people who say 45 minutes to 1 hour is also fine. Now you need to find your approach. So how I use my Pomodoro is you start the Pomodoro counter. Okay. And when the 25-minute ends, if you are very nicely in middle of a work and you are fully engaged, I would suggest not to take the break immediately. Continue, because the brain is still functioning, your energy levels are still fine. Try to complete whatever task you are doing, maybe for the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then as soon as you reach to that closure, then you take some break. So if within 25 minutes itself you feel okay, my work has reached to a closure, then take a break immediately. If not, continue for some more time and then finish the work properly. But in a 45 minutes to 1 hour, then take a break and just walk out, drink some water, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then get back again. So what I am basically doing is I am just making sure that when I start my work, I am starting a Pomodoro timer. And then till the time my work completes and I'm in a state of getting the work done, till that time I sit there, and generally it is around 45 minutes to 1 hour. I don't extend beyond that because it empties my mind. So at least that gives me when I'm starting the work, I start a counter. but ending I do it based upon my state of the mind and the body. Because sometimes I might be very nicely solving problem and Pomodoro bolenga break le, so my brain is like, come on, I want to solve this, I don't want a break right. Okay? And I think that's the reason many of the time this timer alert does not even come to my sound. Okay, I'm so much involved in the work, so I just continue. But basic thought process, guys, all throughout the day, you should work in this focused intensive work, taking 5 minutes break. Focused intensive work, taking some break. Work break. You will realize from your full day, more results will come. Okay, rather than sitting one shot for 3 hours and then feeling, "Arey, aaj bahut kaam ho gaya," but by the end of the day, you will be drained out. And then you will be like, "Arey, tomorrow," you need to understand life is a long-term game, not just today 100% karke tomorrow dying. So play for a long term, have some peace in life. So that's the simple thing. And understood? So right from tomorrow, try to work in this manner. Just start Pomodoros, work in a focused manner, and then take some breaks in between. Arrange your full day like that. You will realize you will be able to get more output than any other way of doing it. Okay, fine. Chalo, this is the next one. And फिर एक और last step आता है उसमें guys. Okay, and the last part is, yes, day review. And now you need to understand while you are doing work in this Pomodoro, apply your like these techniques of overcoming laziness. They are all interrelated. So while you work, avoid any distraction, keep your phone away, be more focused, be more in the game, try to really do the work with proper intensity. So now how it will happen? Every day in the morning, you start your day beautifully, do all these activities, build up that energy. Then you come up with a proper day plan of what is the major thing you want to do today. After that, you start executing it with full attention, then taking some breaks. The mind is also fresh. And then again, attention, taking some breaks. You live your day fully like that. And then by the end of the day, you can review how my day went, how the progress was. You will start realizing you do live like this for 1 week. You will start getting better results. Your mind will be more healthy. You will start feeling like a great life. And now for the remaining 7 minutes, let's touch the stage 4. Let's touch the stage 4, simple techniques of productivity. Okay, I would suggest everybody, let's write these techniques down. Okay, everyone, let's write these techniques down. We will quickly explain it, but you need to know the right techniques of how to get the work done and how it should happen in a faster manner. Okay, simple 5 techniques. There might be more, but at least know few things and try to build it into the lifestyle. While you are doing this working, what are the core focus areas of decision making? These techniques will help you in decision making. Okay, so first technique, 5-second rule. Second technique, write it down guys parallelly, 80-20 principle. Third technique, touch it once. Fourth technique, eat the frog first. Fifth technique, understand urgent versus important. Okay, write down these 5 quick techniques. That's it. These techniques you need to apply during the day for decision making. You start your day like this. Throughout the day, you work focused with breaks. Apply these techniques and maybe something more you might learn. And then in the end, review your day and sleep with a smile on your face. Your life will start getting more result oriented. Simple 4 stages. You make sure you live your life in a different, become a different person. Okay, first write it down, and if you have written it, just comment it in chat. Okay, chalo, written. Now, quickly, very shortly, I will speak about each of the technique. Okay, so focus here, guys. The first technique is 5-second rule. Okay, so guys, everyone focus. A simple 5-second rule. There are books written on this technique which says ki, okay, many a times in your life you feel hesitated to take action. Okay, I'll paste it. So the main thing is, you are in a meeting or any other conversation, you feel like doing something, but if you don't act immediately, overthinking starts happening in the mind. You might have experienced, some of you, this kind of situation. Okay, if you don't act immediately, your brain starts overthinking. What will happen? What will people think? What will this thing? What will that thing? And then procrastination comes, and then you feel like, oh, let me not do it. This behavior happens for many people. Okay. Now, this simple technique of 5-second rule helps to break that kind of loop. It says ki as soon as you get the first thought of doing something, immediately do a countdown. Count it in your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as one hits, just do it. It could be any activity. Let's say you want to wake up from your bed and you're pushing. Okay, I don't want to do it. Now Pomodoro is going to start again. But against all of those emotions, just do a countdown in your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as one happens, just do it without any fear. Just do it. That's it. And you will start taking more actions rather than procrastinating or putting things away. And you can apply this all throughout the day at anything that you want to do. Okay? And I personally did it, and I find sometimes I feel like not doing anything. So, but when the right time comes, I just follow this and it happens. Okay? So 5-second rule, and the logic behind it is, when you count down in reverse manner, there is book written. Shravan is saying there are book written. Yes, there's a book written 5-second rule. You can take that. But when you do a reverse countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it says the brain resets itself. Okay. Again, it centers back itself through whatever overthinking thoughts were happening. वो पूरा pattern cut होता है. You get back in the present moment, and then it's a very high time. As soon as you touch one, push yourself to do that. And I think it's a very nice technique. It will help you to break all the many loops. So write it down, guys. Okay, just write it down. Okay, reverse countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And immediately take action. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Immediately take action. Okay, fine. That's the first rule. Now the second rule, 80-20 principle. Okay, it is also called as Pareto principle. Very common, very popular. Explore more about this. Read more about this. You will find it in blogs and all. I'll just tell you, even for project work, you can apply Pareto principle. This is applicable for many things in life. Okay. What it says, ki you can apply this for your primary goals, which you're trying to accomplish, and everything. The Pareto principle, simple 80-20 principle. It says, let's say you have 100% of work to be done. All the ideas, techniques, this to be done, 100% of work to be done. Pareto principle says, logically, statistically, it is proven, out of this 100%, there will be top 20% of the work, which is the most important. And if you do that work, maybe the remaining 80% might not be required or will become very easy to do. Nothing but the more complex and the core is going to be only 20%. Remaining 80% is going to happen by itself. Okay. And guys, this I have applied on my project many times. Any task that you get in the project, first try to find this core 20%, the complex piece of the project, work on that task. Once that is sorted, rest will take care of itself. Okay. So that is what is Pareto principle. Out of any work that you have, identify the top 20% important item, and with full intention, fix that. Maybe the remaining will solve by itself. Okay, so shall I write this down, guys? So that means don't put scattered energy on all the ideas, because if you work on remaining 80% with full efforts, you will not get the nice progress. Okay, because only 20% is the core. You fix that, remaining will happen. Otherwise, you're working so hard and saying, I'm not getting results in life, because you're working on non-important items. So identify the top 20% work that if you solve it, rest would become very easy. And work on that 20% first. This is how your decision making should be for taking any task for execution. Don't keep playing around the bushes with non-important 80% item. You will be more exhausted, more tired, and results will also not come. So core problem ko solve karo, you will have a pretty healthy and result oriented life. Okay, simple Pareto principle. I applied this all throughout my IT career, and my projects and my work was always happening nicely on time. Core problem fixing is required. Okay, fine. Next, touch it once. The name itself says, guys, okay, for small items, take it and finish it. Just write this down. For small items or small tasks, take it and finish it. Just write this down. For small tasks, take it and finish it. Generally, people say, okay, let me keep dragging, आधा करेंगे, or they might do 50%, 60%, then say, oh, rest I will do it tomorrow or after 2 hours. So for small items, don't do like that. Touch it once technique. Take your item, do it till the time you finish it, and then quickly finish it. Because if you break it down, it adds more of maintenance, tracking it, अरे कितना हुआ था, क्या हुआ था, and then switching to some other context, again starting on that. So that will kill your productivity and result nature. So small items, take it, finish it. Now there is another technique here which will be helpful. Okay, the technique said it came from Getting Things Done book. It says anything which takes, and this you can apply it at your day-to-day work, anything which takes less than 2 minutes for doing, do it immediately. Don't even track it separately. Okay, anything which takes less than 2 minutes for doing, do it immediately. And what these 2 minutes things are, and you will find many such 2 minutes things might come. It might come like setting up a meeting with somebody, or immediately calling somebody and saying, okay, you are coming or you're not coming. Or maybe it's like dropping an email to somebody just with some agenda. Meeting ho gaya abhi fatafat, just summary dalna hai meeting ka. So if it is a 2-minute job, fatafat close it, shoot it and leave it. Because if you don't do it like that, unnecessary, it becomes a task which you have to track, and then you have to follow up on that and see whether it's done. For small things, don't make it like 1 hour job. Okay, you will unnecessarily lose a lot of time. So write this thing down. It's really powerful things. We just need to live a life in a different manner. Okay, chalo, fine. I'll just say, touch it once ke andar, you can even say, okay, anything which can be done in under 2 minutes, do it immediately. Okay, don't track and execute separately. Okay, chalo, third technique ho gaya. Now fine, 2 more and then we are done. Yeah, it's gone to 10:30, but it's like full a package complete honga. So I want you guys to really analyze on all of this thing which we discuss. I'll paste this in our LinkedIn blog, and tomorrow onwards start bringing changes to your life. Okay, so we are into the stage 4 right now, knowing the productivity techniques. Okay, fine. So let's move down to the 4th one. Eat the frog first. Okay, see the core pakad lete. Eat the frog first. So mendak khaya karo. Chalo, moving on. Yeah, so eat the frog first technique. So what it is? Okay, so simple. Nobody likes to eat frog, even if hypothetically. Hey, do you know this? Okay, either Bangkok way, I saw ki there is crocodile sandwiches. Crocodile sandwiches, bhai sahab. Crocodile को grill करके 20 रुपए में दे रहे हैं ये लोग. I was like, हाँ, crocodile से पूरी दुनिया डरती है. यहाँ पे उसके sandwiches बन रहे, grilled crocodile मिल रहा है. Like that was for the first time I saw it. Okay, so frog तो नहीं था, but crocodile था. So but the thing here is कि guys, eat the frog first. It means कि nobody nobody likes to eat frog. That's for true. But agar if you don't have any other option, now this is understand this. Okay, frog is like something which makes you uncomfortable. You might panic, you might like be pushing, no, I don't want to do that. Baad mein karenge, it is challenging, it is complex, or having lot of dependencies. You don't want to do it like that. Frog is like that situation. Okay, you are not wanting to, you don't like that. अरे नहीं 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 करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे, कल करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस कि गोइंग टू डॉक्टर एंड टेकिंग एन इंजेक्शन, ऐसे कभी हो जाए, पब्लिक लाइक पुश करती है, नहीं आगे करेंगे, थिंग्स लाइक दैट. और इट इज लाइक सम मीटिंग यू वांट टू डू, मेनी टाइम्स इन माय प्रोजेक्ट दिस हैपेंस. फीडबैक वन ऑन वन सेशंस रहते हैं. Okay, it becomes really uncomfortable, किसी को फीडबैक देना है and all that, right? So I keep pushing that कि नहीं नहीं, not today, tomorrow करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे, ठीक है. Client meeting, sometimes you know that something is going to go wrong in the meeting, so you're like नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसको भी बाद में करेंगे, बाद में करेंगे. So these are all frogs. Okay, these are the moments which you don't want to face. Okay, and that's where what the technique says ki, if there are such moments which you are uncomfortable with in your life, if you push it for later, let's say today is Monday and such moments are there, the frog is there, and you say ki, no, I'll eat the frog on Friday, or I will do this complex, ugly, ganda task, uncomfortable task on Friday. Then what will happen is all throughout this week, somewhere that thought will keep coming, I have to do it, I have to do it, and you will be in a panic and a worried situation for throughout the week. Eventually you have to anyways do it. So the technique says, okay, why push your work and then stay not good throughout this time? Rather, do the frog first, eat the frog first, do that complex task immediately, taki at least your rest of the week you might be feeling relaxed. Okay, and after knowing this technique, then I started facing up my fears and situations rather than pushing it away. I'm like, okay, let's solve it, let's face it, taki at least once it is done, the rest of the life will be simple. Okay, so just write down one quick explanation, one liner about it, guys. These are like things which needs to be taken care of. Okay, this comes in, yeah, it's a book by Brian Tracy, correct, yeah. Okay, so eat the frog first. Okay, so it is like whatever makes you uncomfortable, don't drag it, but do it immediately. That's the simple thing. Okay, fine. And chalo, the last one, and then we will wind up today's session. And tomorrow you guys connect internally. So whoever have said yes in the attendance form today, so yes, I will be creating 3-member group, random allocation. Okay, and then accordingly we will be, I'll share you the WhatsApp numbers, connect with one another, and then take it forward. Maybe I'll create a Google blog and have the group member name also available there. WhatsApp numbers I will share you guys internally in the group, so you can refer to WhatsApp there. I'll not publish your numbers in blog, only the name grouping I will create it and give it to you guys, so it is easily readable. Okay, chalo, the last technique, understand urgent versus important. Okay, understand urgent versus important. First, last है, थोड़ा सा hello guys. Okay, everybody awake, alive, everyone. Okay, so the final technique, understand urgent versus important. In life you will get many tasks which urgent is like you have to do it today only. Okay, it might be important, it might not be important, but it is urgent, so you have to do it today only. Versus if there is something important, matlab you have to anyways do it on a higher priority. So important task should be considered like, it's really important, if I do it I will get more results. Versus urgent task means you have to do it today, whether it's important or not, it does not matter. Okay, so that's how it is. So urgent means you have to do it today, important means it is having a big value, if you do it more results will come. But accordingly there are two more states will come, non-important and not urgent. So that means there are urgent, important, non-important, not urgent. So the point is, any task of your life can be grouped into these sections. Is it urgent? Is it not urgent? Is it important? Is it not important? And accordingly, what should be your decision making for that? Like, should you act immediately, or should you plan it, okay, bhai, I'll do it this week, or should you completely say, no, I'm not going to do it? So this simple combination is going to help you to make decision on which task, how you should perform. If something is urgent versus important, how it should be handled. if it is important, not urgent, how it should be handled. So there is a something called as Eisenhower matrix, which is defined on this. So let me share my screen and show it to you guys. Urgent versus important matrix. You can find this image on Google as well. There are so many things done on that. Okay, let me open this. I'll share my screen back again. Okay, have a look here. Okay, urgent versus important. This will help you in your day-to-day decision making. Okay, any task you get, you ask this question: is it urgent and is it important? Accordingly, put it into these 4 sections. If it is urgent and important, you put it here. If it is important but not urgent, you put that task here. If it is not important and not urgent, you put the task here. And if it is very urgent but not important, you put the task here. Nothing but your approach should be any task that you get, you classify where does it belong. And then there is a different way of how you should handle that task. Okay. Otherwise, you just take a task, start working on that, and that impacts a lot of things. Like you are working really hard, not getting result because maybe you're not even supposed to work on that task. Now, somebody came with this very nice statement key. Let's say you are working so hard, dedicated, committed, exploring and solving the problem on some item or some task which you are not even expected to do. Right? You're putting all your energy, efforts, this, that on some task which you're not even supposed to do. Now, is it productive or is it just waste of time? Right? Many people do that. Work on non-important items, not urgent items, put entire energy and say, oh, today I worked so hard, but result output is zero. You were not even supposed to work on that. Okay? So just understand how this thing should work. Okay, how this thing should work. At any given point of time, take a task, try to group it into different sections. Now, if the task is important and urgent, do it immediately. Matlab top priority aana chahiye. If it is important and urgent, discard anything else. So immediate action should be required here. Okay. Now, the second thing, if the task is important but low on urgency, that means it is important, it needs to be done, but even if you don't do it today, it's not going to be a problem. Okay. And then what this is where long-term strategy gains are made. Basically, you need to plan these kind of tasks because it is important, it needs to be done, but even if you're not doing it today, so second block me, you need to plan. So plan it. Let's say today is Monday, you plan, oh, I will work on this task on Tuesday or on Friday. But if it is urgent, then it has to be done on Monday. So do that kind of decision making to best utilize your 24 hours for maximum results. That's what, if you belong in this, you have to plan it. Now next, let's see what to do with low important items. Okay, if it is not important and not urgent, basically don't do it. If something is not important and it is not urgent, bolo ki nahi karenge, that's it. Push it, jaane do aage. You spend your time with the most these things. Let it become urgent, future mein tab karenge. Okay, but for now, don't put your energy on that because you have limited 24 hours energy. And then comes the last box, okay, which is if it is urgent but not important. So maybe if you're not doing these, it might get into this, it might become urgent, it will never be important. So such task ko kya karna hai? Do a judgment call whether to do it at all or look to delegate or automate if you can. Okay. So if less important task is becoming urgent, then you decide, should you really do it or completely leave that task? Or can you assign this task to somebody else who can do it so that your time is free? Or can you automate it somehow? It can happen with your minimum involvement. If nothing is happening, then you have to do it. So figure out. So different kind of intensity of task should have different approaches. And majority of the time, you should spend time in this box. Nothing but planning. So always throughout your life, work on high important tasks by effectively planning it. Because if you stay in this, okay, everything is urgent, everything is important, you will start living in panic situations in life. अरे आज नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा? If I don't meet the deadline today, then what will happen? And then that stress will start coming if you live more in this box. But if you live your life in this box, you will be having a peaceful time because you are driving your life, you're planning which task to do when, and that gives you control of deciding how do you want to do today 24 hours. And that's where I think in work also it happens. You get 2 weeks of sprint, plan it properly. What do you want to do when? Because if you don't plan, your important task will become urgent and then it will become a burning situation. Okay, you have to do it today. And if many such important tasks comes, people collapse, pressure comes up कि भाई चार काम करने, चारों भी important है. Then bad reviews will happen, bad performance, bad output will come. So try to spend maximum time here. Identify your important items, plan it when to do it. And if you're not able to do the important things properly, it will become urgent and finish it here. And non-important, try to avoid it. If something is not important, try to avoid. For example, simple चीजें बताऊंगा guys कि let's say every month you need to do a mobile recharge. Automate करो यार, पैसा anyways डालने वाले हो, right? Why to keep it in mind कि monthly recharge खत्म हो जाएगा तब करना है? Or simply do it like 1 year का recharge pack. पैसे तो जाने हैं anyways. Do a 1 year का recharge. Next time onwards, when you're filling petrol in your vehicle, fill full tanks. क्यों बार बार 100 रुपया 200 रुपये में खेल रहे हो? फुल टैंक कर लो. You will itself consume it. But by doing that, it's देखो, if you just think logical, it's not waste of anything. Money, rather than paying it right now, you will pay it in one shot and you will live a peaceful life for 2 weeks. So start doing full tanks, start automating your recharges so that it doesn't hinder you back and back again. Whatever these bills and all come, just set it up so that your mind stays free on working on things which really matter. Groceries कुछ online order करते हो, if repeated, schedule it up, let it happen. Big basket, ये वो में all features are available. It will come by itself. Why to keep these? Yeah, important है, but it's like less importance compared to your primary goals of your life. किसी का goal ये नहीं होता है कि भाई आज oats order करेंगे on online store, or let's say fried chicken order करेंगे. It's not a goal. So you need to spend your energy on things which really matter. All these other things will come, but these are lesser important. Try to build a system around it so that you'll get more from your life. ठीक है, simple तरीके से different जीना शुरू करो. Small things will matter a lot. ठीक है, चलो. Thank you everybody for being here. 82 people, all the members in the house. Thank you all for being for such a long time. But tomorrow you guys will do masterminding, and उसके बाद we will meet Monday 9 p.m. IT related topics will start. But again, the pattern will be 9 p.m. we will do these habits first. And once habit is done for 15 minutes, then we will move on to the other thing so that this thing always keeps running. Okay. Chalo, thank you all and lovely people. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Mark the attendance if anyone is